So, what I really saw in Africa, children and people that are just like looking at me with the biggest smiles on their faces, that look like they're taking in more than I'm taking in, even though they've lived here their whole life, and I'm in a new place. Like, it's a culture shock for them. Like my friends and I, we got Coke bottles, and we were drinking that while we were working on a school there. And we sat down kind of outside. The acoustics, there was like an interesting echo right at the entrance on the cement. So I took the plastic Coke bottle, and a lot of the young boys there who don't speak English just look at you with kind of the bright eyes of like, what are you going to do? They just have big smiles on their faces. So I took the bottles and I was just like, started hitting them, on the ground, and I was kind of like creating a beat and like kind of passing him off. So I was playing with another kid, and then we started just playing this music through the Coke bottles. So then I went and started grabbing like paint cans and cups and put like rocks in them, shakers. So I would start something to add to the rhythm, and I would do it to show like a kid, and I would give it to a specific kid. Then I would actually like point at them one at a time to play. It's like someone starts the beat, and then they build off that with like the shaker, and one by one we build into something, and then one by one we cut out. And I'm seeing kind of the smiles on their faces as they're kind of hearing, I guess, the rhythm that's being created, like it's something they haven't heard before, but they can feel it. And now I'm sort of feeling that they could feel that. Like, they didn't speak English, I didn't speak Chichewa, and they were really young, and I was a little older, but through the rhythm, through the music, I felt like we had a connection, and we were sort of speaking, and I sort of learned something about them, hearing new sounds that I haven't even heard before. I don't play paint buckets and cups at home, so I'm discovering something new with them, and now we're all making something new. We're making art. I found myself actually being conducted by the kids, and we were taking turns conducting, and that's when I was starting to realize how much time had passed and how everyone who was kind of working was just kind of listening. And I realized I had sort of communicated and spent like several hours with just these kids without even speaking in English, because like music kind of transcends that. So I feel like music is something we need. It's sort of the rhythm that gets us going, whether that's people actually writing music or just the sound of the city. There's a specific almost calling there. There's like, it's like an echo, like I want to respond back to it. I want to make my own music. It's more of what I see, and it's more of how I feel, and how something that I see and hear makes me feel. And to me, when the sound is making me feel, that's music. Yeah, it feels pretty awesome.